It's time for our pit stop. Here, we take a brief rest. It's a time to refuel, recharge, and explore shorter topics that are meaningful and helpful to us RVers. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm your host, Brooks. Our RV season is usually from the end of March through to November. Sometimes we have camped for New Year's Eve, but for the most part, our camper sits idle for about 3 months out of the year. Last year, we spent about 50 nights in our travel trailer. As we have always said, we bought the thing, so let's be sure we use it. Every winter, I go out and check in on our trailer, Bluejay. In this pit stop, I want to share with you what my process is for inspection and what it is I am looking for exactly. When our trailer is sitting in storage, we do not tarp or put a cover on it. I probably should, but I just haven't done it yet. We are not able to store or park our camper at our home, so we do have to pay for storage. Our storage facility is outdoor, and we are in an uncovered spot. The tall pine and evergreen trees in the lot next door do tend to blow needles and twigs onto the top of our rig over the long winter months. As I typically take the 20-minute jaunt out to our storage place to give the camper a once-over inspection, the first thing I do is a complete walk around the outside of the trailer. I'm looking at seals, caulking, window trim, screen doors, and checking to make sure all the storage bays are locked. I look at all the caps, the vents, and I'm making sure they are closed and haven't come undone from any winter storms. I'll check the water drain lines and just double-check, confirm they're open. Next, I head up to the tongue to check the status of my battery. While I disconnect my battery from my trailer as part of my winterization process, I typically will only bring it home on my last visit of the winter to charge it up on my microprocessor trickle charger, especially before my first trip of a new season. I'll use my voltmeter to check on the state of the charge, and at this point, I'll just reconnect my battery. I also do a quick check to just make sure that my propane is off. Then I will head inside to look around. I will turn on all the lights, grab my flashlight, and start investigating inside all of the cabinetry. In the main bedroom, all the kitchen cabinetry, the pantry, underneath the kids' bunks, underneath the sofa, and also underneath the dinette seating. But I especially look under where I have sinks. Here I'm looking for any signs of water leaks, either exterior seals that may have failed, or to look closely under the sinks for any leaks from plumbing connections or PEX pipes. I am also looking for any signs of rodents and their scat. I go into the bathroom to look at the vent in the ceiling, as we do have a vent cover, so I will leave the vent open in the winter to also help with airflow. I am just checking to make sure there are no signs of water. Now, I check out all the damp rid we use. For our 26-foot travel trailer, I use 4 of them. I have the hanging bag style on the command strip hook located on the interior of our bathroom door. I also put one in the main bedroom nightstand, one on top of the oven, and one on the dinette table. This may be overkill, but every time I check them, they have all been fully dissolved in the liquid water solution. I'm assuming it's because the Pacific Northwest is just so wet during the winter. I will refresh them all with new dehumidifier litter. Once I've completed my interior inspection, I move to the tires. I will grab my digital tire gauge that I keep in my pickup to check on air pressure. Here I am looking to be no more than under 5 pounds of pressure per cold inflation pressure. So for my trailer, my cold inflation pressure rating on the Goodyear Endurance tires is 65 pounds. This last inspection trip, the pressure on our tires was holding at about 63 pounds, give or take a few points here and there. So I chose not to fill them at this time. I will do one more assessment prior to our first trip of the season, and at that time, I will top off each tire with air as necessary. I lock everything up at this point and do one final walk around for a quick double check, just to be 100% positive that this trailer is all buttoned up. Now, this is my process that I wanted to share with you. Honestly, I'd be curious to know what you do. Is there something that I should be doing that I'm not? If so, please tag me in an Instagram post or drop me a line at rvoutwest.com and tell me what you're doing that's different or more efficient or something that I'm completely forgetting to do. Owning an RV is another maintenance schedule to maintain. We want to take care of them, and I bet a lot of you, like me, enjoy upgrading them to make them yours and to have some fun in that process. Leaving our trailer for those 3 months is hard, and while I might be doing some planning for the upcoming camping season, I'm also reading and researching my never-ending trailer project list. Is it sad that those tasks bring me joy during the long, wet, dark Pacific Northwest winters? I encourage each of you to go take a trip to your RV and give it a once-over just to inspect it during the winter. You don't want any surprises that you're going to have to deal with at the start of your new camping season. Thanks so much for listening to RV Out West. Join us again in 2 weeks with our next episode. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or wherever you choose to get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. And I sure would appreciate if you left a rating or a review of the show. Special thanks to Scott Holmes Music for providing the intro song, We Are One. RV Out West can be found on Instagram and Facebook, where you can interact with us and follow along on our RV adventures around the Pacific Northwest. So get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.